Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Egg and Baby in the morning. Is today the final episode of Afterbirth Plus? I don't know. Baby, I don't know. Maybe? Most of, like every other previous Isaac expansion, I've kind of EFO2, ES3R. I've had an idea of, what launch plans were going to look like. Usually, there was a time new stuff on Steam came out at 10 a.m., Ed mentioned in the interview that we did that I guess Repentance is going to come out at like midnight Pacific, maybe, which is it's a real bad time for the father of a 6-month-old infant. So I don't know. I guess maybe this is the last. I wish I had more definitive plans, to be honest. Maybe this is the last one of Afterbirth Plus. We got 3 HP. Don't sweat it. I'm not scared. I'm not owned. That would own me, though. I have Belial is a great pickup, but you gotta be a little cautious. Yeah, and don't even get me started on that. Okay. Oh, we could re-roll it, of course. The re-roll. What was I thinking? He's cracked? I don't even know what this is. Oh, tears up. Okay, yeah. Anyway, we'll see. I guess, like, the way I puzzle it out right now, there's two options. I could record another episode today or tomorrow, and then that episode would go up Thursday at 6 a.m. and be, like, the final episode of Afterbirth Plus. We could die here. Just, like, one hit could kill us. I would never lie to you and be like, we're gonna hit twice on the Monstro fight. That sentence sounds weird. We're gonna get hit twice on the Monstro fight? That sounds right. But we could get hit by one large homing ball, and that could present problems. Otherwise, we're pretty safe, though. HP, please. Thank you. That's beautiful. Let's try to get an arcade if possible. Yeah, so we can either, like, publish an episode Thursday at 6 a.m. in the normal time, and be like, hey, this is the final episode of Afterbirth Plus, but it has some disadvantages. I would like to see the gauze, please. This is a great Yera usage, pretty much no matter what. Okay, we have a pair throw. We have an Onsus, which is Secret Room, which is nice. We have an Awaz, which we can use as a joke. I was hoping to get like a Dagaz or something. Dude, I mean, that's a great opportunity for a blank rune that could be per throw. We could also get another reroll, possibly. It's really 4 Awaz runes, huh? I don't want to take this pill. The pill scares me. Anyway, let's finish my train of thought. You know, the way I see it, there's a couple of options. We could publish an Afterbirth Plus video Thursday. What's the disadvantage there? Repentance will be out, and, like, I'm not too worried about the analytics regardless. You know, obviously people would rather see the brand new hotness right away than, you know, the older stuff is really more like, you know, it's kind of weird. That makes sense. Imagine, you're, oh, I'm so excited. Repentance came out 6 hours ago. I'm so excited to see my favorite or third favorite YouTube Isaac creator play it. And then you go to his channel, and there's an Isaac video, and you click on it. It's not Isaac. It's like Infinity War or it's not Repentance, I should say. It's like Infinity War just came out, and then you go to the movie theater. They're like, we're playing the Avengers. And then when it starts, you're like, oh, this is the Avengers 1. I'm interested in that new Infinity War hotness, and you hit me with Avengers 1. Let's see if we can get a per throw out of this, maybe. That's an Onsus. That hurts. Anyway, I don't know. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter all that much. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna keep this Awaz rune with me, in the hopes that we could use it on the next floor to also get a crawl space. I just hadn't really, you know, again, I hope this doesn't sound, like, dismissive to Isaac, but, like, you know, the number one priority is, like, the babby, and, you know, my wife as well, my family, and etc., etc., and then the second thing is, like, when time permits, coming out with grandiose content plans. So there might be one day where it's like a little awkward. We'll be playing it on stream on Thursday, without a doubt. There's a great, I saw a GIF on Twitter, and it's a video, I should say, and I'm going to describe it as well as possible so you can enter these search terms into Twitter and possibly find the video. It is a streamer, and I believe they are like an extremely popular streamer, and it's them singing Payphone by Maroon 5 in their computer chair, but they have edited it so instead it looks like they're in their car in the driver's seat, and then on the outside of the car is a very angry lady banging on the window, and it seems like she absolutely wishes to throw hands. But he just keeps getting more and more excited and into the song. That's basically what I feel like my, Wednesday at like 12:30 a.m., or I guess Thursday at 12:30 a.m. will be like. Like, I'm gonna be vibing in bed, sleeping, and enjoying my dreams, and everybody else on Twitch is gonna be trying to beat down the door to the Twitch channel. And be like, "Where's Isaac? Let me in!" And I'm gonna be like, "I'm at a piff." Oh, we should have taken Death's List. That's a huge error. I mean, it's not likely to have an impact, but still. "Tie in the car, waiting for you." I don't know how it goes too much. It's a great video, highly recommended. I'll even try to give you the tweet terms. I think it was like me vibing, listening to my music, clearing the jungle for the 7th time, while my criminally insane mental asylum escapee teammates in League of Legends verbally abuse me. Like the tweet, it might have been the funniest tweet I ever read. The juxtaposition of the copy combined with the video, it was fantastic. I'm a big fan of it. Anyway, so long story short, this has been like 6 minutes of dialogue or whatever to discuss at exactly what time that first Repentance video will come out, and I probably called Repentance Afterbirth Plus about 17 times over the course of that. The answer is I don't know. We'll figure it out at runtime. But, it might be one day of, things coming out a little late, and then from that point onwards until the heat death of the universe or, whatever. It'll be pretty consistent, I think. What's going on over here in Eggland? Not too much. Got a baby doctor's appointment today. It's a routine baby doctor's appointment. Nothing, severe or serious, but starting the stream a little late today. I gotta admit, I do, with knowing that Repentance is coming out in like a day or two, I gotta, I got a little senioritis right now on stream. Like on Sunday, I ran a lot of new stuff. I played Hitman, but you're a raccoon. I ranked every sandwich ever invented in a March Madness style bracket. Then, what else did we... Oh, we played Paria, the, WarioWare Pachinko game, which is a lot of fun. And then on Monday, I was just like, dude, I'm out. Like, they're not coming out with games fast enough for... At least games that are... I shouldn't say that, because there literally are, close to, 50 games a day coming out on Steam. And even once you get rid of the ones that are specifically just, hentai-based, you're still getting at least a dozen. Bless you, baby. Bless you. It's not that there's a dearth of games, it's that there's, a dearth of games that are an obvious fit. And, I hope that you take it from somebody that goes deep diving for them. Some people, bless you, baby, bless you. Some people are like, there's nothing to play. And I'm like, yeah, all you play, you only play League of Legends. They haven't made a new League of Legends. There's nothing to play. Until they make League of Legends 2, you're gonna be in that box, apparently. And then, I'm obviously the rules don't apply to me. I'm built different. No, but we go scouting for new stuff on Steam, weekly. And sometimes you come out with some gems, right, baby? Right, baby? She's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but yeah. And sometimes you don't, Lately, it's been a little light. It is crazy, though, that, I think Outriders... I guess Monster Hunter Rise is a huge release, don't get me wrong. But I think, for PC, and I guess like Xbox and PlayStation gamers, Outriders is like the big, oh baby, am I insane? Where's the, oh, the shop's gonna be there, of course. Is the biggest release of 2021 so far. I don't really know even what it is, to be honest with you. I have no idea. I think it's a looter shooter, or it might be an RPG looter shooter, like a kind of a Diablo type thing, but with guns. I don't know. I don't mean to make like the easily parodied IGN review for it, but I feel like it's something like that. But because there's been so little other AAA stuff coming out this year, I feel like it's by default the big release. It's crazy that, from a Twitch standpoint at least, it's crazy that Among Us new map and Repentance come out on the same day. I mean, let's be real, those are not like the three... I'm out of here, dude. Those are not the three largest video game releases of all time. Like, I always talk about this, but I remember in 2012, like, it was maybe not the same day, but in the same week that I was moving across the country to move to Vancouver. Hey, baby. Dishonored and XCOM Enemy Unknown came out on the same day. That's a beautiful day for gaming. And I remember thinking to myself, like, what am I going to choose? And it's one of those things where I think hindsight is, like, obvious. You know, in hindsight, the right choice for me personally, and maybe the broader right choice for the average person, will be XCOM Enemy Unknown. But, you know, it's only in I'm not trying to... Whoa, you okay, baby? She's like, yeah, I just wanted to be loud. That's fine. Like, dude, honestly, I was stoked for you. That was a loud sound there. Yeah, we'll take this. Hey. I'm not trying to say I was the only person who you know, cracked the code, but, you know, back in 2012, single-player AAA games were, you know, the sauce du jour, if you will. The sauce of the day. And XCOM Enemy Unknown was kind of like a little bit of it is a brave choice for 2K, you know? It's a game that Caves 2 we will buy. It's a game that you know, was based on a much older PC title that maybe people had thought time had passed by. Now, looking back, you realize that it's part of that, like, it was actually kind of on the vanguard of where PC gaming ended up going, which is like, yeah, it got more impressive in terms of like technical stuff, and you know, there's a wide variety, but people like really, the genres that had kind of been like slept on since the 90s have come back in a big way. You know, people like the you know, the Elite Dangerous type, like privateer stuff, people like 4X's and so on and so forth. So you know, there was a real alternate universe in which I played Dishonored at release instead of XCOM Enemy Unknown, and who knows where that would... probably wouldn't have changed too much, but I think that I made the right choice. For me. I played Dishonored later on a subscriber stream, and I was like, this game's really good, but I think I feel safe and confident in the decision I made back then. Hey, baby. But, like, in 2021... With so much of game development affected by work from home and COVID and so on and so forth, we're going to have to settle for Outriders, the new Among Us map, and the new Isaac DLC coming out all in the same couple of days. It's a good week for the platform, let's put it that way. This is rules for me and not for thee, by the way. I'll fully admit my hypocrisy. Like, whenever I hear another streamer complain about, like, oh, there's nothing to play, I'm like, have you really looked? Or are you just waiting for the new Pokemon Snap to come out in June? Because as long as you wait for the games to come to you, you're always going to be playing defensive. But me, on the other hand, again, I was joking, but also not joking. I'm like, those rules don't apply to me, because I'm actually looking. Is it rude? Oh, yes, absolutely. But I think everybody, to some extent. you know, maybe you have an aim to reduce your cognitive biases and hypocrisy as much as possible, but, you know, you hold yourself to different standards than you hold other people to. Like, you ever be in line for, like, fast food or something like that, and the person in front of you is like, hey, I'll have a 10-piece chicken McNugget meal with a Coke Zero? And you go, you bet you will, you slob. And then you go up to the cash register and you go, I'll have a 10-piece chicken McNugget meal with a Coke Zero? And you're like, it's okay, this is self-care. There's a difference, sweetie. Just me? Okay. I always think back to, this is a bit of, it's like a spicy story. My grandfather, and you know, this is not a story where it's like about me and I'm saying it's about my grandfather. This is real. By the way, and you know, we're estranged from this particular individual. Like my mom's side of the family, we don't really talk to too much. There was a falling out when I was a little younger that I wasn't fully privy to because, you know, I was much younger. And this story kind of, I don't know, it reflects positively on us for continuing that sort of opt-out, if you will. Hey, baby! But I used to, like, go to the gym with my grandpa, and then after the gym, he was, like, 65, and I was, like, 13, right? After the gym, we would always go to this McDonald's that was built into the Walmart close by. I know, it's a bit, you know, counterintuitive to your fitness goals. But he was 65 and I was 13. We didn't know any better. And he used to, like, judge people that ordered stuff at McDonald's. Like, he would be like, look at this person. Like, this person is, oh, I bet they're gonna go up there and order, like, you know, 2 Big Macs or something like that. And then inevitably, no matter what they ordered, he was like, see, I knew it. I knew it. Here's the kicker. He was fat. It's always, even as a 13-year-old, I was not like, yeah, Grandpa, get him. I was more like, you know, laugh politely to not cause a problem here, but in your head, you're like, what do you know, come on, man, you're not exactly the paragon of health yourself, and you're, you know, judging these people openly for the decision-making process they're in here. Okay, hold on. I'm sure we all know people like that in our lives. Yeah, I'm out of here. Right, baby? Baby, you're doing so well this episode. No grunting, just politely blabbering. I appreciate it. No new baby milestones to report, really. She's really getting quite good at rolling. That's not a milestone so much as the progression, but like she's rolling like around at the speed of sound. You know what's a scam, man? Green beans, okay? Let me explain. Kate told me to go to the... Cause Kate has been making our own baby food. It might seem kind of intense, but it's... I don't want to say it's not a lot of work, because it is, but it's quite simple. It's not like you need, like, some kind of special nutrient paste. Like, you just get... Aloo. You just get fresh vegetables, you know. She's got, like, a whole dietary plan that she's gotten. Where you can introduce the baby to vegetables and then meats and then grains and then fruits, and you do it in an order that's like, you know, you introduce them like one at a time, like you would, you know, in a scientific experiment or something like that, because the important part is that you don't want to, you know, trigger allergies and then not know which food caused which reaction and so on and so forth. And you start with the stuff that's very, like, relatively hypoallergenic, and then you move on to the stuff that's more likely to cause issues, you know, down the line, like some stone fruits and, you know, eggs and cheese and milk and etc., etc. But Kate was like, hey, can you, the next step, like, the baby's already done cabbage, beef, avocado, broccoli, etc., etc. Kate was like, can you go to the grocery store and get some green beans? So I did. And then when I came back, she was like, oh, I didn't mean these green beans, I meant edamame. So there's my first point of contention. Why are there so many different kinds of green beans? I get that this is a problem in communication on our end. I rest assured. However, I mean, like, there's more than one green bean, but only one green bean is called green beans. You know what I mean? Now, this is not even my big problem, though. I'm moving on. So we're talking about string beans here. For baby food, you can still eat the green beans. It's not a huge deal. But you don't eat the... well, you don't let the baby eat the exterior right off the bat. I guess for, like, digestive purposes, you want it to be a little bit gentler. So we took, like, an hour, and we were, like, slicing up the green beans and then removing the beans from their sheath. Green beans are a scam, man. Have you ever opened up a green bean and looked at the size of the pellets in there? Oh my god. What? You got something to say? Ow, 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 ow. You should never argue with the crazy man. Ow, 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 ow. She's smiling up a storm, man. She's gonna have a great day until she gets vaccinated. I'm not laughing at the fact that she's gonna be, you know, in pain. I'm laughing at the fact that, you know, there's a brief period in human existence where they're like, kind of like a pet, where you're like, oh, I hope you're having a great day, because pretty soon we're going to the VET. She gets over it. Like, it's the only baby I've ever had, right? So, like, I can't say this is a universal experience. When she notices the little pain of the needle, she is inconsolable. But then, like, I don't know. I would say within, like, 5 or 10 seconds, she's pretty good after that. She's not gonna hold it against us. You know, like, until she gets older. That's always the joke people say. They're like, yeah, she won't remember it, but, you know, she'll just, you know, hate you when she's an adult or something like that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure, don't get me wrong, if you, like, you know, actually are, like, a terrible parent or something, I could totally see that. But, you know, I got vaccinated as a kid, and I got over it. Ow, ow, go. I mean, this is a very me story. For sure. I recognize that, but, like, I remember in 2nd grade, we were getting vaccinated for something. I don't know, they just shoot you up with whatever, right? I'm like, anything that gets me out of class for 5 minutes. I'll volunteer. I was just hoping one of them would be, like, the Steve Rogers, like, super soldier serum. Ah. Oh, she's very excited today. She's like, last Afterbirth episode, Poggy. Baby, we don't know that. But I remember, it was literally 2nd grade. I was 7 or 8 years old. And, they, in the big room they had us all wait in, they were playing Winnie the Pooh. And, I was like, why are they playing Winnie the Pooh? I don't want to watch this. I'm not a baby. Everybody else in the class was in rapt attention watching the screen. That's when I realized I don't think I've ever been a child. I think I was born old. Excuse me, could you please turn on Report on Business Television? I'm interested to see how my Crazy Bones and Pog stocks are doing. Baby, this is like a genuine treat right here. This is like the most babbling I think she's ever done consistently. It's pretty sick. She's been, you can hear it, she's been saying some longer and longer syllables. I'm just waiting for the day where she's like, you know, she says her first sentence. You know, the classic is like, she's saying her first word, and then the thing she says is something that would, like, upset you. You know, she says something ridiculous. Goo. I can't think of a joke for it right now, but you could make your own up. Maybe she'll be like, Abu, streaming on Twitch is not a real job. And I'll be like, oh, come on. You're right, but how did you figure that out so fast? It only came to the forefront of my mind like 6 months ago. How the heck did you come up with that right off the top? Kids say the darndest things. You know what would be sick is if a kid on Kids Say the Darndest Things pulled the ultimate dad joke and just said literally, open quotation, the darndest things. I think, you know, if that show's still around, whoever's hosting it, probably not the old host because he's in prison, he would be flabbergasted. What could he do? Owns. They have to cancel the show. It can't get better than that. They probably already canceled the show because the host is in prison. Anyway, going to the cathedral here. Right, baby? She said, aloo. Yes, aloo. Aloo to you as well, baby. Aloo to you as well. And an aloo to you as well, my lady. She's smiling. She's not saying too much, but she's smiling. You ever... I think I had a messed up dream last night, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, you know, I completely remember what it was. Okay, it just took saying that I don't remember what it was, and it all came flooding back. Bless you. Oh, so sneezy right now. I dreamt that I got a sponsored deal, and it required me to play a game in a movie theater. So, like, the sponsored game was hooked up to the movie theater screen, and there was, like, an audience there. You okay, honey? Quite noisy. I'm not saying it in a negative way. Oh, she's like, don't baby me. Do you have Bloomberg News? I got a lot of SPACs I've been... Baby, you shouldn't be investing... You know, never mind. You got a long time horizon. Maybe it's okay for you to be in riskier stuff. Daddy's almost Ash, okay? We gotta work on our risk tolerance there. But I had a sponsored deal where I had to, like, hook up the game to the movie theater screen, but then nobody came to the movie theater to watch it, so I just left and, like, got lunch. It was in, like, a strip mall, and then I came back just before the sponsored deal was gonna end and was like, thanks for watching, nobody. And then the guilt from this, like, it rotted away in my soul. Like, the rep came back and was like, whoa, I wasn't there, but it seems like it went great. I didn't hear anything negative. And I was like, I bet you didn't. I woke up in a cold sweat, and I was like, oh my god. I guess if that's the extent of your nightmares, you could have, like, some nightmares about some truly terrible stuff, so that's not so bad. What do you think about that, baby? I wonder if babies have... I wonder if babies have relevant nightmares. Oh my god. You ever think about that? I wonder if baby has a nightmare that she's, like, nursing, but there's no milk coming out. And she's like, no matter how hard I latched, nothing came out but green beans. Baby therapist is like, agoo, tell me more. Tell me about your mother. There's something to that joke. SNL could do, and I say SNL because it doesn't have to be good if it's on SNL. The SNL could do a baby therapist bit. It would frickin' slap, man. My grandma would be in love with that bit. She'd be like, look, it's a baby therapist. The joke makes itself. It's a therapist and it's a baby. Isn't that strange? That's not something you normally see. You don't see that every day. Who came up with that? Baby therapist. From the twisted mind that brought you dog president comes baby therapist. Well, how about that, baby? She's like, I'm not impressed. That's because it's for people even younger than you. It's on Saturday Night Live. Okay, wait. This is a great... Yeah. That's great. Wait, hold on. Chocolate milk curse die. It's a bonus, right? Isn't it just... Maybe it does nothing? I thought there was a bonus there. See, I know things about this game. Why are you dunking on SNL, man? Because it's not good. Like... I have, you know, periods of having watched Saturday Night Live that I enjoyed, especially when I was younger, you know, in my formative years. I wouldn't necessarily say the show was better then, because I think that the thing with Saturday Night Live is that at least in my experience, people tend to think that the best era is the era that happened when they were, you know, younger and watching the show. My main problem with Saturday Night Live is that, you know, I've recognized and said it many times before, the average sketch comedy show does not have a great hit rate. It's part of the genre, you know? Even Chappelle's Show, Key and Peele, etc., you know, Mr. Show, they have like a 30 to 40% hit rate maybe at best. A lot of sketches overstay their welcome or aren't funny in the first place. Occasionally they strike gold. SNL, I think it has a lower hit rate. And then anytime somebody's like, you've got to see this new SNL skit that's like really taking the world by storm, I watch it and I'm like, I think this is bad. For example, I know I talk about this a lot, but more than I should. The Tom Hanks David S. Pumpkins bit, I don't understand at all. And I'm not even gonna say like, oh, you know, lol, so random, holds up spork, but like, I don't get it. Like, he shows up, his name's David S. Pumpkins, and he says, any questions? And like, I guess the joke is that you have a lot of questions, but he doesn't answer them. It just, for me, if you enjoyed it, that's fine. It doesn't strike me as being humorous, you know? And you can make fun of what I like as much as you want. That's not gonna change my tastes on this subject. I guess the joke is that it's Tom Hanks also, so it's like, whoa, isn't that weird? He's playing a guy that's kind of a strange guy. I also, the other one I think of is Peter Dinklage. He's dressed up real funny, and then he says, space pants. And I'm like, it's just... I don't know, man. Like, I'm not trying to tear down anybody's favored choice of entertainment. It's just kind of... Is it funny? I don't know. I'm not asking for you to explain the joke. I think I get the joke, which is like, lol, space pants. But like, I don't know. I just find it... If that's the best that the show has to offer, then, you know, they're not sending their best to Saturday nights. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. You're watching this on a Wednesday, I think. What do you think, baby? Is there... I don't know. All I'm going to say is if there's not one at exactly 6 a.m. tomorrow, don't fear. What that will mean is that I have taken the morning to hopefully record a Repentance episode and then get it up on YouTube in a timely fashion. But there might be... I don't know. There might be an Afterbirth Plus episode tomorrow. I don't know, man. We'll see. For now, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. And watch me on Twitch. We're going to be playing just a staggering amount of Repentance this week. Twitch.tv/Northernlion. Give it a follow over there. We're live every day, 11 to 4, except for Saturdays, where we're not live at all. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!